Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Farming Valley. So since last episode, I have done a little bit of mining. I got some glowstone and also got some steel made up and stuff, being the main things. And I put a little cobblestone wall there. Actually, that skeleton just despawned. Let's run over here real quick. I threw up a little cobblestone wall, and that is just so that I can stay in here and work, because this place is lit up enough that, like, I can hang out here and it's fine. And that keeps the mobs from getting up here and messing with me. But I did finish putting in those glowstone lamps and the last frame drawer that we needed. So this area is laid out for all practical purposes anyways. And one thing I want to do, just really quick. Let me warp home. Let me pop over here. And I had some lead going. Let's go ahead and grab this, and that's actually the last, unless I have lead in a chest or something, that's the last of the lead that we bought from the blacksmith. So I am going to want to stock back up whenever he opens. I don't think I have lead in a compacting drawer yet, do I? Let me check. Okay, yeah, I've got like a stack of lead in there, which isn't too bad, but I'm definitely going to want more. Blacksmith should be open, so I'm going to go ahead and run over there. We've been using a lot of lead, and like, we still have a lot more to go through. Probably quite a bit this episode, even. Oh, cool. Blacksmith's not in. He should be in, right? No, okay. Thursday he's not open. I was thinking it was Wednesday through Friday. Now, that doesn't make any sense at all, does it? Okay, well, anyways, we'll go ahead and head on over here. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a bit of this lead. And over here, basically what I've got is I set up a chest over here. This has basically the leftovers from the stuff that we were using last episode in here at the moment. And, oh, how am I going to get up there? That is, there we go. Okay, that works. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and run the rest of this lead sheet metal that I started to run. I think I already did this whole other side, right? Yeah. It's mainly just this side that I haven't finished. As far as the build goes, aside from the drawer and the finishing out the lamps, we're picking back up like right after last episode. So, and then we'll just pop down here, and I want to go ahead. Do we want to go ahead and start working on some of the exterior of this? I think so. And go ahead and start getting some of that laid out, because my goal is we're going to get the drawer controller set up today and get this stuff all plugged up together. Well, actually, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and get a bit of these. We'll go with like 24 to start with. And we'll go ahead and put these on up here, I guess. See, I got to figure out exactly how big we need. I think, let's see, if we came straight down from here, yeah, I think what I'm going to want to do is come out then one more. Alright, so we're going to have it come out like one more like that, and then we're going to bring it down. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to have it come out like that, and then it's going to come over one more, and then it's going to, well, actually, like that. 3 more. Then it's going to come down, and it's just going to come straight down from there. And then the same thing over here. 1, 2, and then straight down, because I want to leave a little bit of space for the wall, and I want these to kind of jut out one from the brick, the exterior brick. So right in there is going to be perfect, and then let me go ahead and finish putting all the stuff down on this side, which is mainly right there and then on this far side. And then we're probably going to start looking at the glass and getting the glass put in. So I did do some testing in my test world between episodes. I know Harakane brought up in the comments that he thought like a gray or a green glass would look really good with this. And I do agree. I was doing some testing. The gray, I think, came out to be too gray on the top, but the green looks excellent. So that's what we're going to go with, is like a green glass for the roof. So let me, oh, well, I'm almost out of these, in fact. Maybe I've got enough of these. Yeah, I think I'm going to have just enough. That's going to work out perfect, in fact. And there we go. Haha. So we got all that in. And then I just have to kind of do the exterior, which the exterior is mainly going to be, it's fairly simple, I think. We're going to bring these bricks out like that. And then right here, we're going to bring the bricks straight down. And then we're going to have to shape up this upper section slightly, but like to right there. Yeah, that'll be good. Alright, and then I don't want to cover the lights just yet until we get the roof put on this. Just because until I get the lamp put in, we'll have mobs spawn, so that's no fun. That's never any fun, so... And I'm going to go ahead and bring the brick out on this side. And then I will have to shape up this little section here in just a minute. I'm probably going to have it shift over by 1, maybe. Which it'll be after it reaches the bottom. We'll just shift it over, assuming that the covered conveyor belt does not mess up with that. Hopefully it doesn't. Okay, so we've got that. I'm currently fatigued at the moment. Let's go ahead and pop over to home. And I'm going to need green glass. A lot of green glass. Well, a few stacks at minimum, I'd say. Actually, let me go ahead and pull off ring of magnetization for a minute. And I do not have green petals over here. But I'm pretty sure I have them over at the storage building. So, that'll be fine. Let me grab... Oh yeah, I used all the lead. I'm waiting for the blacksmith to open. That's fine. I don't have to have lead right this second. I'm going to go ahead and do like as many as I've got. Because we will end up needing quite a bit of this green glass by the time that build is done. Because of course that build's going to be pretty large. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I can't wait to automate dyes. That's going to be so useful. Bricks, clay. Let me grab more bricks. In fact, there's like 3 more stacks of them. And then let me go ahead and convert these into the wide bricks. These are going to be the main brick that we use across the factory just for, you know, keeping everything uniform and nice looking. But then I'm going to go ahead and grab like 4 stacks of glass. Yeah, 4 stacks will be good. And then let's pop back over to our home real quick. I'm going to sleep in just a moment. Okay, let me go ahead and turn this. Well, let me keep... I'm only going to turn like a half stack into green dye, which would be enough to dye all this glass. There we go. Now we got green stained glass. I'm ready to get back in this house because like we're at the point now where I have wood and stuff where we could really like kick through a lot of this house because this house looks horrible. It looks terrible right now, and I want to get back to it, but the factory, honestly, it comes first at this point. Oh, I hate this weather type because it's so hard to see. Alright, well, let's go ahead and pop over here. I do not have my claws on my hotbar. There we go. Okay. We are now home free. And let's go ahead and put the glass on this. So let's get our chisel. And what I'm thinking is we are actually going to be going with the, I believe the streaked glass. I think I like the way that that looked. Or no, I'm sorry, the rough glass, not the streaked glass, the rough glass. So if we were to place this out, so we got something like that. And then of course we're just going to bring it on down and just kind of fill all this in. I'm hoping that we got enough glass on hand right now. That's one thing, I actually don't have all that much glass up in the factory because I've pretty much turned everything into making clay and bricks at the moment. Which we have quite a bit of those, but I don't want to stop it just yet because I mean I really need clay and bricks moving forward. Because like, as soon as like, probably after this episode, we're going to be working back up there again. And because I want to get that factory looking nice before the end of the year. Like honestly, I'm really trying to get as much done as we can before the end of the year, like flyover, because you know I want it to look kind of nice, and I want most of our work, of course, to be centered around the factory because I really want to push this build. Yeah, it looks like we're not going to have enough glass for this. Like to fill all this in right now, but that's fine. I can go get more. But yeah, I know like Dragon Mage WTF said in the comments on last episode that the factory build was becoming like one of his favorite builds within the series, and I'm like totally in agreement on that. Like I'm really loving the factory. Like the more I get done to it and the bigger it gets, like the more I love it. And the crazy thing is, like, we're still so far from being done with this. Like, it's gonna be so big. It's gonna be such a massive, massive build. Oh, we've almost got enough glass for it. We're getting close anyways. Let's wing charm. Let's pop down here. And see, that's what it looks like on the inside, and I quite like it. I quite like the green glass up there. So, plus it kind of has that, like that color of grass has that like really gritty kind of natural look that we're going for with a lot of the factory, with that earthy, you know, the earthy brick and the, you know, the steel type beams and very, oh, what? I missed two. Hey, I'm going to have to get more of those. Let me pop over to the storage building real quick. Oh, that means I need more green leaves too. So let me grab like another stack of glass. I think I have some down here, right? No, I have 8. I have 8 glass down here. Okay, well, blacksmith is open today, so let's get a bit more lead. How many spaces do I have in my inventory? A decent amount. All right, let's go ahead. I'm buying singles. There we go. That's a bit more like it. There we go. We got a bunch of lead. And then let's see. Let's go ahead and turn like I'm gonna go ahead and do like 2 stacks this time. Let's see. I've got 4 stacks of glass left. I can easily get more being made. Oh man, I forgot to turn that into dye. Okay, so the roof is now on, which is good. And then our bricks. Do we want to go ahead and lay this stuff out? Actually, I'd rather do the bottom first, I think. And of course, it's filled with mobs at the moment. Let's go ahead and pop down here. And let me go put in our lamps real quick. Can't believe I missed these. Now all the lamps are done. And all the rest of it should be already finished, so, I mean, that should be the only thing that's left to get on there. See, I'm half tempted to just bring down like a temporary power line. Let's see, let me pop over the storage building. Do I have any of those lamps left? Yes, I have 1 powered lantern, which is perfect. And then let me get... I don't have any of the MV stuff on me. Let's pop up to the factory, because I really need to work outside of that little structure. Like, pretty bad right now. But I need to bring down, like, just a temporary power line that we can plug in. Hey, buddy. Just to prevent the mobs from spawning. And really, I need one up here, too. Well, I only have the 1 powered lantern. Okay, I'm going to put one down here, and then later on I'll put another one down up here or something. So, let's go ahead and we'll just grab this connection. And we're just going to relay it down to the bottom of the hill. They're bound and determined they are going to annoy me before I can get this put in. Let's, well, and look at all the mobs here. Yeah, come on. That's who I really want to come over here, is the skeleton. There we go. Then I'm going to sneak around on the other side, and hopefully it's not filled with creepers. Which it is. Not really filled with creepers, but it has 1. Okay. Let me just put, like, powered lantern down. That. This is how you survive a zombie apocalypse, right here. And just plug that up. Okay. And, no, go. Go. Oh, yeah, it has to be the bottom, doesn't it? No. No, it has to be LV, doesn't it? That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, it has to be LV power. Let's set that right there. That might actually be roughly where... Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Tell you what, we'll set it up like right here. I may actually leave a lantern right there if I set it there. Alright, let's see. Do I have any transformers made, or can I easily make a transformer? Well, I don't have one. Transformer is electrum coil block is the main thing. And then, do I have an electrum coil block? I'm thinking the answer is no at the moment. I have copper coil blocks. Don't seem to have any electrum ones. Oh, man. Okay. Well, let's pop down to the storage building, and I'm just going to go to sleep. I'll tell you what, while we're waiting for everything to open, we'll pop over to the factory, and we're going to make just some trim. And it really doesn't matter terribly as to what kind of trim, at least at the moment, because this stuff's all going to be hidden anyways. So, oak trim would be fine, frame trim would be great. There's a stack and a half. That'll be good. That should be alright. And then let's pop down here. The stores. Well, let's see. The transformer. I have everything on me to make one, so we can get this set up today. General store. The general store is open on Saturday, but it's not open until like 10 o'clock? Or 11 o'clock? Let me go check. Okay, it doesn't open until 11. So I'll get the transformer made here in a little bit. At least that way it's going to be made before dark. It's still possible I'm going to have some mobs coming over to play. Maybe from across over the hill and far away or something. But for the most part we should be fairly safe. Baby spider. I thought it was a cave spider at first, to be honest with you. And I don't want you sneaking up behind me. Okay, well while we're waiting, let me go ahead and just bring this stuff down. Oh yeah, you know what? Let me pop over to the house real quick. I do need those steel block or lead blocks real quick. Let's see. Start from like right here. I think this is, yeah, this is where I want it. I just want to bring these down and connect these up. And then like, actually where it's at, I don't want it to connect where the beam's at. I don't know what I was thinking when I said that earlier about shifting it over one. I think I'm losing my mind. So, if you guys watch my most recent or the last ATM episode, you know that I'm losing my mind, I think. I'm off by one. And for right now, it's going to be just a flat brick wall. We will add a little bit of detail to this as well. Not just yet, but we will. When we have the time. I just kind of want to get the shape in right now, and I need to go... See, I need to go get water, and then I'm going to run by the general store and get that electrum coil block. So let me do that real quick. Okay, got an electrum coil block. That means we can get our transformer, and you know what? I am going to need an LV wire coil, or wire connector. That right there. I am going to want one of those, and actually while I'm passing through, let's go ahead and grab that. There's our transformer. And this will eventually get moved, well, slightly. The lantern can stay down there, that's fine, it's not really a problem. But the way the cable connects in is going to be a bit different. Just put the transformer in, and then MV wire coil and LV wire coil. LV, connect to that. MV, connect to that. There we go. Our powered lantern is now online. We're not going to have mobs spawning, at least in the immediate vicinity of us, while we're working on this, which will be good. Let me go ahead and pop on over to the other side and bring the supports down on that side. Just really, really quick. Now, these supports, these don't matter. Because you're not, of course, once this building gets brought back, you're not going to be able to see the bottom of these supports. You're just going to see the upper section. That's why I left those hollow and whatnot. So just remember, like, this is just a part of the building. What it's going to be like once it's all done. So, and I will tear up all this stone and get rid of, so it's not like stone on the ground there and all that mess. But, and the supports are in, and then let's go ahead and bring out our bricks. And I'll tell you what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and bring this all the way down. Make it a little bit easier to build this out. And then, can I reach the top of that? Nope. At least not just standing there, I can't. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Let's pull that up. Let's pull that up. Oh, that's right. Well, I guess it don't matter. I can do that. Okay, well, we started bringing the wall down. And then what I would like to do is the trim. Let's go ahead and plug this stuff up. So we're just going to plug into the bottom of these frame drawers. And then we'll just go ahead and do like that. Just a little L shape. And then bring it over and connect it into these frame drawers. And then right here I'm going to have to bring it up and around the powered lantern. Now if I just move the powered lantern it would be fine. But you know what? Frame trim, it's fine. It's not really a big concern. There we go. That's still connected. Wonderful. And then what we're going to do is just plug this stuff in together. Just run frame trim behind through here. Like that. And then from this middle one, I'm going to go ahead and just run this down. Hey. Of course. Oh, you got yourself back in here in the corner, so it'll be fine. And there's a cave literally right beneath me. How does that work out? That's perfect. Let's go ahead and see. We're going to have the frame trim come down. Well, let me actually pull that up because I'm going to have to get out of here. Yeah. We'll have the frame trim come down and straight across, like in the dead center. I think that would be best. And then we'll just connect this up. And then we'll have to connect the other side over there. I think it's all plugged up. We'll test it here in a little bit. So all of this should be plugged up. And it actually should all fit within the 25 by 25 dimensions from like this storage drawer over to that storage drawer. It should all fit. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tall to the top storage drawer, which is perfect. Okay, so then what we're going to do, let's go ahead and finish out this side, and then we'll plug up the other side and then the drawer controller, I think is what we'll do. I will probably end up shifting this, maybe bringing it over a little bit to the left and plugging into like right there, I think would look good. But we'll shift it in just a minute. That's fine. Okay, and then we'll just bring this out. There we go. Hi! Hi! Where are you guys coming from? There we go. That's the start of it. It's at least a start on it. And then I'm going to pop up here real quick. And over on this side, since we got that lantern in now, let's go ahead and just bring this up. And kind of fill this in. Yeah, that's going to have to get shifted over just slightly. Shifted and do we want maybe bring it down a little bit too to have it plugged like right into like the center of the back of that. It'll fit better with my idea for the build that way. So we'll bring it in more like the center. So I do want to kind of shape up this corner, maybe with an architecture craft block, maybe like a curved one or something like that. But for right now, that's going to be fine. It'll be all right. Well, well, I don't know. Not right now. It's nighttime right now, so not right now. But maybe here in a minute, I might change that up a little bit. With like an architecture craft block, it would look a lot nicer if that was kind of curved. The only thing is, I am going to have to take and put lead sheet metal blocks. We'll just put them right in there. Because if I curve that, I'm going to have to make it look like these supports go all the way through. And they're not, like, hollow. So, we'll just put that lead sheet metal down and it should be good. It's like the torch, or the lantern, kept them away for a bit longer than normal. But they're still going to find a way over here. Like, because there was, like, an army around me down there. Like, zombies and skeletons. So it's like no different than a normal night. It just took longer to get here. Let me pop back to the storage building. I need to go to sleep. Okay, let's go ahead and get, well, the thing is, do I want to do bricks or do I want to do the lead blocks maybe? Let's pop up here and see. Because I think it would look pretty cool with the lead blocks coming out along that as well. Well, no, I feel like that might overkill it though. If I had more lead. In addition to all the other lead that we've got. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the bricks. I think it's gonna look better with the bricks. So we're gonna need I think we're gonna need like 40, aren't we? I'm definitely gonna need some more bricks though, because we're like pretty much out of these already. Tell you what though, we do nom through bricks like pretty fast. I've got about 50 stacks of clay at the moment. We're gonna take the expressway down. I think it's coming together. I think if I was to put, the world. There we go. I think if I was to put lead blocks down through there, I feel like it would be a little bit too much. I like the brick because we don't have brick anywhere else at the top. I think it's going to look better doing that. I do believe so. I'm going to need like 18-ish, I think. We're going to go with 18. Hopefully that's right. No, I'm one short. Whoops. Okay, so all that's on. And then let's pop over here. Pug keeps biting my feet. She loves to bite feet. Like, I think it's because she's so little, like, that's all she can reach. Is, like, your feet. She always does this to me, though, whenever I record. If she's awake, like, she sleeps a lot. Honestly. But if I'm, like, trying to record, she's, like, eating my feet. If she's awake. Just like a little monster. There we go. And I think just having the brick at the top looks good. I think I like that more. Okay, so now what I want to do is we need to plug up the trim on the bottom side here. So we'll just bring this out, and then it's going to be right there. Okay, so just like on the other side, all of our trim comes down, comes out, plugs in there, and then we're going to go ahead and we'll just go under the ground here, which is should plug into, I guess I'll go down here, which I don't have a shovel on me at the moment. I think I've got one in my chest bag. And I'll tell you what, I brought this down a little bit farther than I had to, so we'll go ahead and just grab that, and we'll just bring this over like that. Okay, so now all of our drawers are plugged up. And then what I want to do is I want to find the exact center of this. Just really, really quickly. So the exact center would be right here. It would be the very middle between all of our drawers. And then what I want to do, let's pull that up. Let's open that up just slightly. And then we're going to take our drawer controller at long last. We're going to set this thing down. Let me actually do that. So, okay, so drawer controller right beneath the floor there, and let's put our concrete down. Yeah, right in there. Okay, so now, assuming there's no monsters, which there's not, let's, well, I'll tell you what, I don't have any steel scaffold, do I? Let me pop up to the factory. Oh, I have steel scaffolding. That'll be enough to move it, honestly. Yeah, I think 5 should be enough to change that over. Like that. Okay, so what I want to do is line this up with where we're wanting to actually put it. So kind of what I'm thinking is we'll have it enter into the, like, right there, I think. Let's go ahead and pull this stuff up. Well, it's going to put it right... Tell you what, we'll do it right down here, in fact. Okay, so right now, oh, that's getting laid down perfectly. So it's going to head off in that direction, and then we're going to go ahead and plug it in right there. We just need to move this. Go ahead and put our magnet ring. It is on. Which I don't have any scaffold right now to bring the scaffolding down further. But luckily, our conveyor line's not messing up. Making that one turn right there. So the items come down. Okay, so everything is pretty well set up. I mean, we got to run a little bit more of the conveyors, but I want to go ahead before we do that. Let's grab some bricks, some clay, you know, a little bit of all this stuff. Okay, now I want to get some cobblestone. Okay, so let's head down to the building. We're going to go ahead and set our drawers. And I don't have space for the key. I think I've got the key in the bag at the moment. But everything's plugged up, so it's going to fall straight down through this shaft into that, and then get carried over into this little insert panel. I guess that's what you call it. We'll put a strip curtain there in just a moment. Alright, but let's head on over here, and we're going to go ahead and just lay these drawers out. So we'll say this first one is going to be cobblestone, setting like right there, and then we'll do like gravel, sand, or sand right there, and then we'll have glass. And then we're going to have smooth stone right there. And then we'll come on over here and let's do like wood, apples, apple oak saplings, charcoal, and then we'll do, I don't know, bird's nests right in there. Then over here we'll have like clay. Oh, you know what? I need a compacting drawer. Okay. I'll tell you what, I've got one up there. I'll put the compacting drawer in the center there, and we'll put bricks into that. And then we'll do like glass bottles right there. And I think that's everything. Yeah, let me pop back up to the factory real quick. I think I've got a compacting, yeah, right here, compacting drawer. And let's see, do I have the key on? Yeah, I've got the drawer key right here. Because I want to make sure that this stuff gets locked so, you know, it doesn't get dumped into other places. Hey, is this out of dirt by chance? I'm thinking yes. No, it's got dirt. It's out of fertilizer. So the tree farm is actually not running at the moment, which is fine. I'm not going to plug it back up because unless we're about out of mana or something, which I doubt. Though, you know what I do need to do? I do need to plug this spreader up. Because that mana pool is just about full. And this one is still kicking on that mana that was originally down here. Like, that's how little mana that actually uses. Alright, so let's pull this out. And we'll replace it with a compacting drawer. And we'll put bricks into that. So bricks and bricks. Or brick and bricks. And then what I want to do is... Let's see, if we take our drawer key... We right-click the drawer controller. Do I have to do it from the front? I guess I have to do it from the front. Right-click that, and did it lock all the drawers? This will be the test to see if the drawer controller is effectively plugged up to everything, which so far it is looking great. Let's go up here. Good and good. Okay, so everything is officially plugged up into the drawer controller. That is a great sight. Okay, so then what we're going to do is, do I have, let me pop back up there one more time, to the factory. Okay, I'm pretty much out of conveyor belts. I have one right here. And we'll get ourselves a bunch of conveyors. We can honestly not have too many of those, I don't think. Okay, so the conveyor line is coming in right here. And so we'll just bring this out. And then I'm going to go ahead and use bricks for this. It's not like bricks are in any kind of short supply at this point. So basically what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to bring... We're going to need to bring the conveyors in and plug them straight into this drawer controller. Now let's go ahead and arch this like that. And then right here I do want to do this as bricks. So what we'll do is we'll have this come out like that, I think. And I'm going to go ahead and shield this in bricks. So if you're looking from the outside, that's what it's going to look like. It's like it's entering, you know, a bunch of bricks, basically. And then we'll go ahead and just raise that up and connect this over like so. And honestly, that should be enough bricks. You're not going to be able to see into this area. So conveyor line is going to come through and it's going to plug into the drawer controller. And I'm going to have to chunk load all of this. It's going to be kind of important for us. But let's go ahead and warp up to the factory. And I didn't put a whole lot of anything into those drawers. It was like one of each thing. So what we're going to do then, let me dump off some of these items. And let's go ahead and get ourselves a bunch of stacks of clay. We'll use that as our test item. And then what we're going to do is just come over here and toss it in. Okay, it is going down the line, which is great. I think some just fell at my feet there. No, maybe not. Alright, so the clay's getting shipped down, which is what we want to see. And then we should see, here in a second, we should see clay falling through. There we go. It's getting sent down the conveyor line. And there it goes. It's coming out on this side. Awesome. Everything's good so far. And it's coming down through there. If we come through here, we should see it come down this little conveyor line. There we go. There goes the clay. And then if we come through here, we should see there's 2 stacks plus 1, 3 stacks, 4 stacks, 5 stacks, 6 stacks, 7 stacks, 8 stacks. Okay, so the conveyors are bringing the items down here. We can actually look down there. There's no more clay coming through, but we would be able to see it there. And we'll go ahead and hide that away, because we don't really need access. We don't really need to see that at this point. Okay, so let's take a look at the strip curtain. This right here. It's hemp cloth and aluminum rods, or iron rods, or any kind of rod. So let's pop over here. Let's get ourselves, what does it take to make a hemp cloth again? Because I'm going to want, once we really get kicking through the factory, I'm going to want a lot of these strip curtains. So, and then let's just get ourselves some iron rods. Go ahead and throw those down. Throw these down. There's 12 strip curtains. And we'll run over and see about plugging this up. I think this will go on there. Maybe. I guess we're about to find out. So can I put that right there and then connect the conveyor line up? Yes. Awesome. Awesome stuff. And that way we can just kind of hide this stuff back behind the strip curtain. We should see there's the bricks going out. And then over here are bricks. There we go. We have a stack now in here. Awesome stuff. That's what I want to see. Okay, so this building is plugged up. All I have to do is plug up the conveyors up there, and then we can start doing the redstone control, which is very exciting, I think. It's been a long, arduous journey to get to the point that we can actually plug up the items in their permanent locations. And I do think the compacting drawers look okay in there. Like, that's my biggest concern about, like, the compacting drawers is you can't color them to, like, match other stuff. But those actually look alright. I'm pretty happy with them. So let's pop over to the storage building real quick. And I want to get smooth stone, because that's going to be something that's going to be created in our factory. So I do want to go ahead and lock that into a drawer. There's going to be, of course, other things that are going to get made by our factory, but smooth stone is something that we're going to start manufacturing very, very soon. Like, once we get some of the infrastructure in and we're ready to start automating again, that's probably going to be the next thing that we automate is smooth stone. Right here, smooth stone. It's going to go there. Okay, but I know it's about wrapping up point for this episode, so I think we're going to end this one out here. And then next episode, now we've got the conveyors plugged up down there, we just have to plug them up here. So, we're going to get that done, and then we may start doing some redstone control work, maybe, next episode. But I know I do want to spend a bit of time actually building on this factory, bringing that up, because, like, it makes for an impressive sight, but what if we actually got the walls built up? Because we have bricks now. You know, bricks aren't an issue. So if we were to get those, you know, at least start building a little bit of that up next episode, it would be great. And then do a bit of work with the conveyors, plug that stuff up. I do want to get it chunk loaded before I do that, though, because, like, as it stands right now, the items get sent down the conveyor line, and I'm not around. Bad things could happen. So we'll mess with that stuff next episode. Also, a strip curtain needs to go on the outside of the factory, which actually we could just run by and put that up real quick. So maybe have a strip curtain setting. I'll tell you what, let's bring that brick down. And then do we want like a double strip curtain? I almost think we do. So maybe have one setting, you know, right there. And this is really just for decorative work. You can have it output a redstone signal. Where did the conveyor got sent down? Cool. Well, that's fine. We'll leave that alone for right now. Oh, that was close. Yeah, I've got to get a lamp. Okay, whatever. Alright, the threat is gone. Still hate that those aren't showing up. And then we'll take and put a strip curtain right there on that side. So, in here, I'm probably not going to have covered conveyors anyways. This is probably going to just have standard conveyors leading into this, and then it'll be covered for the outside sections. And then depending on where we get to next episode, we might actually build out the structure that goes around this. so it doesn't look quite so floaty. But we'll see, because I kind of want to get steel automated fairly soon. That's going to be another one of our upcoming projects. So I do want to get that in place. And then, of course, this building still has to get built out. So we're going to kind of be bouncing between some builds over the upcoming episodes, I think. So, and a little bit of automation sprinkled in, you know. We are all poised and ready for really pushing this now, because I have the storage building. We can do redstone control and lots of happiness in our future. So, anyways, like I said, I know it's wrapping up point for this episode, sadly. And it's starting to rain here, like really hard, like storm. I noticed there was a lot of thunder outside earlier. Like it just kept, like the sky just kept lighting up. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.